Grand Rising, guys. Hi, Tess. Hi, Karen. Grand Rising, angels. So we've got 3 people. We're going to start our song for the day. There's Janine. Hi, Janine. Our first song for the day. Spirit's been leading me to different songs to start our class with today. It is called And the Dragons Now Awake. And the Dragons Now Awake. So here it goes. Grand Rising. I can feel this is going to be a good one. Happy New Day. Me too. Oh yeah.
This is the time of the dragons.
Thank you for the WhatsApp. I thought that WhatsApp was cute. Grand Rising, Flower Power. Hi, BX. Hi, beautiful angel.
Stories of stardust, wings of flame, they carry the weight of the ancient.
I wish you guys could see this video. I want to share this video. Look at it.
From caverns deep.
If I get a restriction, it'll be worth it. Yeah. Grand Rising. Hi, Brittany. Hi, beautiful angel. Yes.
Here to awaken what we thought dead. They shatter the chains we forgot we wore and open the path to what came before.
This is powerful. Wow. Thank you, Spirit.
They come for us, the old and true, to wake the flame inside.
The dragons will wake your flame. And speak your name. Your monad name, right? Thank you for the WhatsApp. Remembered. Awake. It's powerful. I've got no restriction yet. Yay. What? Grand Rising, Deanna. You're moving to the promised land. Where's that at? Where are you moving to? Oh, wow. That's amazing. Woo! You're going to help over there? Oh, look at that. Are you going to help them? Actually, you're not even going to help them. You're going to become over there. Oh, yes. 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 I see that, BX. I see that. That is so awesome, girl. That is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, you're going to meet so many people are going to benefit from you being you. Let's just put it that way. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to go ahead and put the rainbow butterflies on. Oh, yeah, they're starting us off strong with the final countdown. Wow. Just wow. The final countdown. Woo! That's just, I can't tell you how amazing that is. That's just freaking amazing and perfect. So perfect. All right. We're going to go ahead and do our cards. See what they have to say. See what our messages are from Spirit today. The chakra card for the day. I hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. I was so busy this week. Look, I got paint all over me. I was helping my son paint his house, and I seriously couldn't get the paint off yet. So I was too tired to do anything last night but come home and make dinner and, yep, getting his pool ready. He can't wait to move in. We got to just get the floor done in his room. We painted his room last night, the one room he can move into. And then he'll have little projects along the way, you know, getting his house fit for the king that he is. Yep. Hello, Trina. Grand Rising, beautiful angel. Oh, I got the restriction. Darn it. Whatever. So that means they don't send out my video anymore, guys. So if you can share it with all your friends, that would be a big help, because they're no longer going to push my video, and this will not be on the FYP. So, hi Jason, hi beautiful angel. Chakra wisdom, base chakra. Starting back at the base chakra. By finding material security without being materialistic, I will gain satisfaction, stability, and inner strength. I am resourceful. I put in the effort to be responsible for supplying fundamental needs in my life, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I take responsibility for where I now find myself in life as I move forwards. I get in touch with and trust my innate wisdom, which tells me that I will be provided with all that I need. Yes, absolutely. The base chakra. And we are in the final countdown. Hi, Tammy. Hi, beautiful angel. Here is our healing energy. Our healing energy. Thank you for the what's up. Harmony. I open myself to the divine being within me. I am the image of God. Thus, I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. Yes, I find harmony. Me and Rosa did nails this week on Sunday. She did such a good job. I just need to show them off. Aren't they so cute? Look at this one. I love this one. It's got a little UFO on it. So cute. Peace. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. Yes. Yep, that's one thing that we do together. Well, not only, I mean, it's one of the many things that we do together, but on Sundays, I go over to her house and we do our nails together. So if you'd see her, ask what her nails look like. I think she made a video. Chaotic Cat. I think she made a video of our nails. So, Temu, Flower Power. I get them on Temu, but you can find them in the dollar stores or whatever. Yeah. These ones I got on Temu. The butterflies and flowers. Yep. Inner strength. Nothing moves me from my path to the light because I have complete confidence in myself. I realize my innate qualities and abilities and know that with God, I can do anything. All the power I need is within me. Signs is playing. Signs is playing. All right. Here is our Work Your Light. Our Work Your Light, as 11 people are in here. Beautiful. Protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Protection. Always protect your energy, guys. Put a rainbow of light around you. Or do the Maharic seal. Or whatever color light you feel called to put around you. Put it around you. Know you are protected at all times. Know it. In your heart. Sisterhood of the Rose. Yes. Beauty and devotion. Priestess. Mystic. Teacher. Sisterhood of the Rose. And get grounded. Empaths. Highly sensitives. Connect with nature. Very important that we connect with nature. We're being told that over and over and over again. It's like a broken record around here. Connect with nature. Here's our Starseed Oracle. Our I know, Flower Power. I know we have been pounded with solar waves for 7 straight days. It's starting to let up now where we were in total whiteout for like 3 days this last weekend. It's starting to let up. Now we're in blackout. Yeah. It's going from whiteout to blackout. Yeah. Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. Again, stay grounded. Go hug those trees. Go walk in barefoot in the grass. Hi, Jules. Hi, beautiful angel. The void. Stop. Embrace winter. Great cosmic womb. We create from the void. This is 0 point. The void. Yes. Hi, Brandy. Hi, beautiful angel. And the seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to the light. Yes, the seas of Mintaka. Beautiful. All right. Our animal for the day. The dog. Friend. Today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. Yes, the dog. Here is our angel card for the day as Send Me an Angel is playing. Send Me an Angel is playing as I pull up the angel card. Yep. Daydream. You will move easily, hear, and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. I believe this. I know this. Relax and open your mind to receiving. Without directing your thoughts, just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. Yes. This is the seat of creativity. It sure is. Here is our fairy card for the day. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Yes, believing is seeing. Absolutely. Send me an angel. Yes. This is the For the Love of Dragons deck. I love this deck so much. Not only because my daughter gave it to me, but look at this. Dragons and keys and spirals. And it's purple. It's a purple circle. Right? It's us. And it is the brave. Look at that. The brave. How awesome is that, right? There's the angel right there, fairy angel, and she's got her dragon watching over her, as always. Hi, Bobby Rocks. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about the brave. The brave among us understand the need to occupy the edges of things, away from comfort and security. To be brave, you must be willing to go to the edge of your knowing and make yourself comfortable in the uncomfortable. When we take that risk, we learn to trust our boldness, and we get expansive views and an original perspective, not possible from the center of the village, inside the confines of a familiar life. Yeah, the brave. I love that. All right, here is our awakened dreamer, because we are the awakened ones. We are. Hi, Irish. Hi, beautiful angel. Spread your wings. Give yourself space to move and explore new surroundings. Ahaha, see yourself becoming the butterfly version of yourself. Wings and all. Yes. Contemplate what it's like to fly. Be light. Dabble in new things. Feel at liberty to create a little change or a complete metamorphosis. Yes. Some of us are going from the 0 point, brand new, complete metamorphosis. Creating from the void. Here's our beautiful butterfly for the day, and lots of rainbow in our butterfly today. I give myself permission to switch off my mind and have some fun. Yes, make each moment fun. It's important to make each moment fun. And our ascended master for the day. Our ascended master is El Moria. Yes, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. I believe our other messages, he's in our other messages also. El Moria is one of my very first spiritual teachers. Always, always with us. All right. Before we go through our portal, because it is portal day today, we're going to do our mantra. Get us ready for the week. So we call forth from within the light of Source. Thank you for standing at the forefront of our hearts and minds. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of our souls. We welcome in the support of heaven, earth, the stars, light beings, and beyond. And we choose to anchor the energy of remembrance in unity, peace, love, and wholeness. Bringing our energy in service to the earth and to the light for the wholeness of all life everywhere, to support all in remembering the truth of who and what we are. And here is our portal for the day. Oh, that's awesome, Flower Power. Yes. No ties. You can go anywhere you want to. You could travel. You could do things, right? Me and my husband got a few more years yet. A few more years yet. Star being healing codes. Beautiful. I've seen this being in the clouds, you guys. I think it was Sharon that captured this being in the clouds. Important information. Wounds are healed. Recharging. Yes, recharging. Star being healing codes. Gotta love that, right? In most everything I see. There are many names for star beings, such as ETs, star people, star ancestors, sky people, and more. I call them galactics. Whatever they are called, they are divinely inspired, evolved beings existing in dimensions that we can't even comprehend. They are the overseers of the cosmos, and like angels, are divine expressions of the heart of Source, who are dedicated to the well-being of the entire universe. They aren't limited by time or space, for they are from a higher dimension. Their frequency healings are received on a spiritual level and can then move through our energy centers to affect the physical. These cosmic beings are our interplanetary cousins and are now coming to many souls on earth in support of healing, expansion, and harmony. Star beings exist in multiple forms and come from many different universes. But this card is a gateway that transports us to one of their healing sanctuaries. It is a gateway that is open to many different star beings. And so it doesn't stipulate which cosmic race is coming to us. But we will be receiving healing codes directly from cosmic guides. The healing can be emotional, physical, or spiritual. However it comes. Know that it's a great blessing. Connect. Say thank you, star beings of healing, for placing your hands of light upon my being and guiding me back to my whole and healed self. Yes. If the world seems overwhelming or intense at this time, know that it's okay for you to retreat to a safe place to cleanse and recharge your energy. You may feel called to be a healer for others. Oh my goodness. Is this not BX's story right now, right? You may feel called to be a healer for others and share healing with the world, but please ensure you are balanced and filled up with light first. This is not the time for you to sacrifice your own well-being in order to serve others. Light beings are placing their hands upon you now, filling you with divine light that will wash away any blockages or stagnant energy standing in the way of your freedom and wholeness. Star beings are channeling healing codes and frequencies into your being, and it's important for you to stay alert for any intuitive guidance about your body so you can be restored to health once more. Beautiful. Star being healing codes. Yes. Amazing. That is what we are going through this week. Remember that you are a healer, all of you. All of you are teachers and students and healers and magicians and architects and alchemists. Yes, you are. Once you know you are, you are. All right. We have Lady Nada stepping forward. She wraps you in a gentle magenta hue and says, you are in the restoration of sacred love. Let every act this week, no matter how small, be a vibration of love offered. The unseen threads you weave through care, attention, listening, and kindness are far more powerful than you know. This is how the new world is built. Yes. Sanat Kumara, guardian of Venusian flame, follows. He says, behold, the old distortions tremble. You are becoming codified light, not just concept, but structure, not just soul, but signal. Refuse the temptation to shrink. Refuse false humility, cloaked as silence. Be noble. Be noble. Be radiant. Be flame. Yes. And El Moria, who we also have here. El Moria steps forward with clarity. This week's lesson is discipline through devotion. You are being asked to step into mastery, not in perfection, but in follow-through. Let your practices be alive. Sing the song, light the candle, hold the tones. Heaven responds to the devoted. Yes. Messages from the Council of Flame Codex Guardian speaks. The template has stabilized. Those holding codons 1, 3, 5, 9, 10, 14, and 17 have received new harmonic pulses during dream state. You may feel tired, buzzing, or called to quiet. You are being seeded with crystalline harmonic upgrades. Do not push the body. Integrate through sacred stillness, ocean tones, and light fasting if guided. Yes. Hi, Lynette. Hi, beautiful angel. The Galactic Flame Watchers remind many of you are becoming transmitters, not just carriers. That which you embody will begin to ripple into the grids around you. Be mindful of your frequency. This week is an opportunity to broadcast clarity or perpetuate confusion. You choose. Choose to be a tuning fork of remembrance. Yes. Messages from the archangels. Archangel Haniel, keeper of the moonlight flame. Emotion is your ally this week, not your enemy. Feel, then fly. Suppressed grief will show itself as fatigue or sudden irritability. Allow the tides. Cry if needed. Release in beauty. You are shedding the last petals of old timelines. And I feel like this needs to be done. You are shedding the last petals of old timelines. Yes. Archangel Michael appears in full armor, sword down in peace. Flame keepers, you are guarded, but do not confuse protection with passivity. You are being asked to stand visibly in truth. Speak your frequency. Wear your codes. Do not water yourself down to be digestible. This is not the week to shrink. Torn. Archangel Seraphiel surrounds you all with golden rings of flame. As the upcoming meditation nears, your soul groups are aligning. Those meant to hear your voice are awakening. Call them with song, with words, with art. This is gathering time. Shine now. Flame Codex. They want us to be reminded of Flame Codex 1. Hi, thank you, Jason, for the what's up. Love you, brother. We are now circling back to the Spiral Codex, and today, let us return to Ring 1. where the foundational glyphs first began, right? We return to one here also, self-sufficiency, base chakra. The first flame is the crown of harmonic will. This is the foundational glyph, the very first one. Let us walk the spiral again, this time not as seekers, but as rememberers. Crown of harmonic will. This flame reminds the collective. You are not at the mercy of your thoughts. You are the architect of vibration. Let the will of your higher self take the throne this week. Reclaim your crown. Rewire your I am statements. Reaffirm your role as codon bearers and stewards of the song lines. Yes. Okay. The other flame codex that's coming in today is the flame of pattern echo. It is exactly what it sounds like. This flame comes after solar gate, sacred choice, and even the flame of pattern restoration. It is not about creating new patterns. It is about recognizing the echoes of old ones across time, timelines, and incarnations. Hi, James. Hi, darling. The flame of pattern echo reveals where soul patterns have repeated lifetimes over, where karmic loops are called to be witnessed, where ancestral entanglements mimic starseed traumas, where gifts have been hidden inside the wound. This flame is not punishment, it is revelation. It says, what echoes you avoid, repeat. What echoes you face, release. Yes. Class lesson for the collective. This is the flame of recognition without shame. It teaches us to track our own soul's echoes with curiosity, not condemnation. Ask yourselves today, what keeps returning in your life? A dynamic, a struggle, a phrase, a reaction. Do you hear echoes of this in your childhood, ancestral lineage, even past lives? What might this loop be protecting? What gift has not yet been unwrapped within it? This flame does not burn, it resonates. It shows you the song beneath your suffering. Okay. So many of you are at the edge of breaking your echo. The final cycle is often the loudest. Patterns scream just before release, but you are no longer who you were the first time it came. Do not forget that. You hold the flame now. Yes. What does it mean to hold your flame? What does that mean, right? Some of you don't know what that even means. Let us sit in the circle and speak this clearly, not as a metaphor, but as truth remembered. To hold your flame is to remember who you are beneath all the noise. Holding your flame is not about being perfect. It is about remembering your core frequency, the note your soul sang when it first entered form. It is the signature of your divine essence, the original spark of you before distortion, fear, shame, or conformity tried to bury it. To hold your flame is to say, I will not abandon myself again. To live in alignment with your codon or soul gift. Each flame keeper is a living key within the Great Codex, not just a carrier of flame, but an expression of its living intelligence. When you hold your flame, you speak truth, even when your voice shakes. Flame of soul voice awakening. Have you lit that flame yet? Ask yourself. You don't have to tell me. Tell yourself. You protect the innocent and dismantle false structures. Flame of sacred disruption. You shine even when unseen, flame of hidden radiance. You lead without needing titles, flame of divine witnessing. You seen that? Faith can move mountains, James. Faith can move mountains. You restore harmony to fractured fields, flame of harmonic restoration. Yes. You become a tuning fork for the new earth. To hold your flame is to say, this is my medicine. I will no longer dilute it. Because we are the earth's medicine. To stay lit through the storm, flame holding does not mean you're never tired, never unsure, or never shaken. It means you tend the inner altar even in the dark. You protect the spark even when the winds howl. Some days it is a roaring fire. Yes, you walk through the valley of death and you see the beauty in the end. Yes. Some days it is a single ember, but either way it is yours and you guard it. To hold your flame is to say, even if no one sees me, I will not put this out. To refuse the false light. Holding your flame means refusing the easy, glittering distractions of false light, validation, performance, or spiritual bypassing. You do not perform the flame, you become it. You do not use your flame to dominate, impress, or escape. You live it. To hold your flame is to say, I would rather be unseen in truth than adored in illusion. To ignite others by being fully yourself. Your flame is contagious in the best way. It doesn't need to preach, sell, or convert. It reminds others of their own flame. When you hold your flame, people remember forgotten dreams. Sacred contracts are activated in silence. Resonant ones find you without being chased. To hold your flame is to say, my existence is a lighthouse. I don't chase boats. I shine. This is a prayer of flame holding. I am the soul that remembers. We are the souls that remember. We are the light that won't go out. We are the fire that walked through time. We are here and now. We are not here to perform, but to burn. We are not here to impress, but to transmit. And we are not here to be followed, but to illuminate. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So that is what it means to be the flame. If you're not there yet, that's okay. If you are, shine on. Shine on. And now we are going to get into the book that Spirit led me to years ago. And I told Spirit if I'm to share it with the class that it will be in this certain bookstore. And it was there the last time I went. So I am going to share with you guys the Celestine Prophecy. Now, some of you have probably watched the movie. I'll tell you what, the book is 10 million times better than the movie. The movie was okay, but this book is amazing. So, in the rainforests of Peru, an ancient manuscript has been discovered. Within its pages are 9 key insights into life itself. Insights each human being is predicted to grasp sequentially, one insight then another, as we move toward a completely spiritual culture on Earth. I am serious. The Celestine Prophecy. It is an adventure. Oh my goodness, I never knew this, but look who it's for. You can't make this shit up. Sarah. It's for Sarah. Who's Sarah, guys? The last book that we just finished? Can anyone answer that question? Anna, the voice of the Magdalenes. I'll give you a hint. Anna, the voice of the Magdalenes. Who's Sarah? Wow, BX, right? Full circle. Sarah was Yeshua's firstborn. Yeshua's firstborn was named Sarah. This is from Daniel. And those who have insight will shine brightly, like the brightness of the expanse of heaven. And those who lead the many to righteousness, like the stars forever and ever. Yes, you are. You carry the light of Christ. But for you, Daniel, conceal these words and seal up the book until the end of time. Many will go back and forth, and knowledge will increase. All right, first we have the author's note, which I'm going to read. Hi, Sharon. Hi, beautiful. For half a century now, a new consciousness has been entering the human world. A new awareness that can only be called transcendent, spiritual. If you find yourself reading or listening to this book, then perhaps you already sense what is happening, already feel it inside. It begins with a heightened perception of the way our lives move forward. We notice those chance events that occur at just the right moment and bring forth just the right individuals to suddenly send our lives in a new and important direction. Perhaps more than any other people in any other time, we intuit higher meaning into these mysterious happenings. We know that life is really about a spiritual unfolding that is personal and enchanting, an unfolding that no science or philosophy or religion has yet fully clarified. And we know something else as well. We know that once we do understand what is happening, how to engage this elusive process and maximize its occurrence in our lives, human society will take a quantum leap into a whole new way of life, one that realizes the best of our tradition and creates a culture that has been the goal of history all along. The following story is offered toward this new understanding. If it touches you, if it crystallizes something that you perceive in life, then pass on what you see to another. For I think our new awareness of the spiritual is expanding in exactly this way. No longer through hype nor fad, but personally through a kind of positive psychological contagion among people. All that any of us have to do is suspend our doubts and distractions just long enough. And miraculously, this reality can be our own. Chapter 1, A Critical Mass. I drove up to the restaurant and parked, then leaned back in my seat to think for a moment. Charlene, I knew, would already be inside, waiting to talk with me. But why? I hadn't heard a word from her in 6 years. Why would she have shown up now, just when I had sequestered myself in the woods for a week? I stepped out of the truck and walked toward the restaurant. Behind me, the last glow of a sunset sank in the west and cast highlights of golden amber across the wet parking lot. Everything had been drenched an hour earlier by a brief thunderstorm, and now the summer evening felt cool and renewed, and because of the fading light, almost surreal. A half moon hung overhead. As I walked, old images of Charlene filled my mind. Was she still beautiful, intense? How would time have changed her? And what was I to think of this manuscript she had mentioned? This ancient artifact found in South America that she couldn't wait to to tell me about. I have a 2-hour layover at the airport, she had said on the telephone. Can you meet me for dinner? You're going to love what this manuscript says. It's just your kind of mystery. My kind of mystery? What did she mean by that? Inside the restaurant was crowded. Several couples waited for tables. When I found the hostess, she told me that Charlene had already been seated and directed me toward a terraced area above the main dining room. I walked up the steps and became aware of a crowd of people surrounding one of the tables. The crowd included 2 policemen. Suddenly, the policemen turned and rushed past me and down the steps. As the rest of the people dispersed, I could see past them to a person who seemed to have been the center of attention. A woman still seated at the table. Charlene? I quickly walked up to her. Charlene, what's going on? Is anything wrong? She tossed her head back in mock exasperation and stood up, flashing her famous smile. I noticed that her hair was perhaps different, but her face was exactly as I remembered. Small, delicate features, wide mouth, huge blue eyes. You wouldn't believe it, she said, pulling me into a friendly hug. I went to the restroom for a few minutes ago, and while I was gone, someone stole my briefcase. What was in it? Nothing of importance, just some books and magazines I was taking along for the trip. It's crazy. The people at the other tables told me someone just walked in, picked it up, and walked out. They gave the police a description, and the officers said they would search the area. Maybe I should help them look. No, let's forget about it. I don't have much time, and I want to talk with you. I nodded, and Charlene suggested we sit down. A waiter approached, so we looked over the menu and gave him our order. Afterward, we spent 10 or 15 minutes chatting in general. I tried to underplay my self-imposed isolation, but Charlene picked up on my vagueness. She leaned over and gave me that smile again. So what's really going on with you? She asked. I looked at her eyes, at the intense way she was looking at me. You want the whole story immediately, don't you? Always, she said. Well, the truth is, I'm taking some time for myself right now and staying at the lake. I've been working hard and I'm thinking about changing directions in my life. I remember you talking about that lake. I thought you and your sister had to sell it. Not yet, but the problem is property taxes. Because the land is so close to the city, the taxes keep increasing. She nodded. So what are you going to do next? I don't know yet. Something different. She gave me an intriguing look. Sounds as if you're as restless as everyone else. I suppose, I said. Why do you ask? It's in the manuscript. There was silence as I returned her gaze. Tell me about this manuscript, I said. She leaned back in her chair, as if to gather her thoughts, then looked me in the eye again. I mentioned on the phone, I think, that I left the newspaper several years ago and joined a research firm that investigates cultural and demographic changes for the UN. My last assignment was in Peru. While I was there completing some research at the University of Lima, I kept hearing rumors about an old manuscript that had been discovered. Only no one could give me any of the details, not even at the departments of archaeology or anthropology. And when I contacted the government about it, they denied any knowledge whatsoever. One person told me that the government was actually working to suppress this document for some reason. Although again, he had no direct knowledge. You know me, she continued. I'm curious. When my assignment was over, I decided to stay around for a couple of days to see what I could find out. At first, every lead I pursued turned out to be another dead end. But then, while I was eating lunch in a cafe outside of Lima, I noticed a priest watching me. After a few minutes, he walked over and admitted that he had heard me inquiring about the manuscript earlier in the day. He wouldn't reveal his name, but he agreed to answer all my questions. She hesitated for a moment, still looking at me intensely. He said the manuscript dates back to about 600 BC. It predicts a massive transformation in human society. Beginning when, I asked. In the last decades of the 20th century. Ding, ding, ding. Now. Now? Yes, now. What kind of transformation is it supposed to be? I asked. She looked embarrassed for a moment. Then with force said, the priest told me it's a kind of renaissance in consciousness occurring very slowly. It's not religious in nature, but it is spiritual. We're discovering something new about human life on this planet, about what our existence means. And according to the priest, this knowledge will alter human culture dramatically. She paused again, then added, the priest told me the manuscript is divided into segments or chapters, each devoted to a particular insight into life. The manuscript predicts that in this time period, human beings will begin to grasp these insights sequentially. One insight, then another, as we move from where we are now to a completely spiritual culture on Earth. I shook my head and raised an eyebrow cynically. Do you really believe all this? Well, she said, I think. Look around, I interrupted, pointing at the crowd sitting in the room below us. This is the real world. Do you see anything changing out there? Just as I said that, an angry remark erupted from a table near the far wall, a remark I couldn't understand, but which was loud enough to hush the entire room. At first I thought the disturbance was another robbery, but then I realized it was only an argument. A woman appearing to be in her 30s was standing up and staring indignantly at a man seated across from her. No, she yelled. The problem is that this relationship is not happening the way I wanted. Do you understand? It's not happening. She composed herself, tossed her napkin on the table, and walked out. Charlene and I stared at each other, shocked that the outburst had occurred at the very moment we were discussing the people below us. Finally, Charlene nodded toward the table where the man remained alone and said, It's the real world that's changing. How? I asked, still off balance. The transformation is beginning with the first insight, and according to the priest, this insight always surfaces unconsciously at first as a profound sense of restlessness. Restlessness? Yes. What are we looking for? That's just it. At first, we aren't sure. According to the manuscript, we're beginning to glimpse an alternative kind of experience. Moments in our lives that feel different somehow, more intense and inspiring. But we don't know what this experience is or how to make it last. And when it ends, we're left feeling dissatisfied and restless with a life that seems ordinary again. You think this restlessness was behind the woman's anger? Yes, she's just like the rest of us. We're all looking for more fulfillment in our lives, and we won't put up with anything that seems to bring us down. This restless searching is what's behind the me-first attitude that has characterized recent decades, and it's affecting everyone from Wall Street to street gangs. She looked directly at me. And when it comes to relationships, we're so demanding that we're making them near impossible. Her remark brought back the memory of my last two relationships. Both had begun intensely, and both within a year had failed. When I focused on Charlene again, she was waiting patiently. What exactly are we doing to our romantic relationships? I asked. I talked with the priest a long time ago about this, she replied. He said that when both partners in a relationship are overly demanding, when each expects the other to live in his or her world, to always be there to join in his or her chosen activities, an ego battle inevitably develops. What she said struck home. My last 2 relationships had indeed degenerated into power struggles. In both situations, we had found ourselves in a conflict of agendas. The pace had been too fast. We had too little time to coordinate our different ideas about what to do, where to go, what interests to pursue. In the end, the issue of who would lead, who would determine the direction for the day, had become an irresolvable difficulty. Because of this control battle, Charlene continued, the manuscript says we will find it very difficult to stay with the same person for any length of time. That doesn't seem very spiritual, I said. That's exactly what I told the priest, she replied. He said to remember that while most of society's recent ills can be traced to this restlessness and searching, this problem is temporary and will come to an end. We're finally becoming conscious of what we're actually looking for, of what this other, more fulfilling experience really is. When we grasp it fully, we'll have attained the first insight. Our dinner arrived, so we paused for several minutes as the waiter poured more wine and to taste each other's food. When she reached across the table to take a bite of salmon from my plate, Charlene wrinkled her nose and giggled. I realized how easy it was to be with her. Okay, I said, what is this experience we're looking for? What is the first insight? She hesitated as though unsure how to begin. This is hard to explain, she said, but the priest put it this way. He said, the first insight occurs when we become conscious of the coincidences in our lives. She leaned toward me. Have you ever had a hunch or intuition concerning something you wanted to do? Some course you wanted to take in your life and wondered how it might happen? And then after you had forgotten about it and focused on other things, you suddenly met someone or read something or went somewhere that led to the very opportunity that you envisioned? Well, she continued, according to the priest, these coincidences are happening more and more frequently, and that when they do, they strike us as beyond what would be expected by pure chance. They feel destined, as though our lives had been guided by some unexplained force. The experience induces a feeling of mystery and excitement, and as a result, we feel more alive. The priest told me that this is the experience that we've glimpsed and that we're now trying to manifest all the time. More people every day are convinced that this mysterious movement is real and that it means something, that something else is going on beneath everyday life. This awareness is the first insight. She looked at me expectantly, but I said nothing. Don't you see, she asked. The first insight is a reconsideration of the inherent mystery that surrounds our individual lives on this planet. We are experiencing these mysterious coincidences, and even though we don't understand them yet, we know they are real. We are sensing again, as in childhood, that there is another side of life that we have yet to discover, some other process operating behind the scenes. Charlene was leaning further toward me, gesturing with her hands as she spoke. You're really into this, aren't you? I asked. I can't remember a time, she said sternly, when you talked about these kinds of experiences. Her comment jolted me. She was right. There had been a period in my life where I had indeed experienced such coincidences and had even tried to understand them psychologically. Somewhere along the way, my view had changed. I had begun to regard such perceptions as immature and unrealistic for some reason, and I had stopped even noticing. I looked directly at Charlene, then said defensively, I was probably reading Eastern philosophy or Christian mysticism at that time. That's what you remember. Anyway, what you're calling the first insight has been written about many times, Charlene. What's different now? How is a perception of mysterious occurrences going to lead to a cultural transformation? Charlene looked down at the table for an instant and then back at me. Don't misunderstand, she said. Certainly this consciousness has been experienced and described before. In fact, the priest made a point to say that the first insight wasn't new. He said individuals have been aware of these unexplained coincidences throughout history, that this has been the perception behind many great attempts at philosophy and religion. But the difference now lies in the numbers. According to the priest, the transformation is occurring now because of the number of individuals having this awareness all at the same time. Yes. What did he mean exactly? I asked. He told me the manuscript says the number of people who are conscious of such coincidences would begin to grow dramatically in the 6th decade of the 20th century. He said that this growth would continue until sometime near the beginning of the following century, when we would reach a specific level of such individuals, a level I think of as a critical mass. The manuscript predicts, she went on, that once we reach this critical mass, the entire culture will begin to take these coincidental experiences seriously. We will wonder en masse what mysterious process underlies human life on this planet, and it will be this question, asked at the same time by enough people that will allow the other insights to also come into consciousness. Because according to the manuscript, when a sufficient number of individuals seriously question what's going on in life, we will begin to find out. The other insights will be revealed, one after the other. She paused to take a bite of food. And when we grasp the other insights, I asked, then the culture will shift? That's what the priest told me, she said. I looked at her for a moment, contemplating the idea of a critical mass, then said, you know, all this sounds awfully sophisticated for a manuscript written in 600 BC. I know, she replied. I raised the question myself. But the priest assured me that the scholars who first translated the manuscript were absolutely convinced of its authenticity. Mainly because it was written in Aramaic, the same language in which much of the Old Testament was written. Aramaic in South America. How did it get there in 600 BC? The priest didn't know. Does his church support the manuscript? I asked. No, she said. He told me that most of the clergy were bitterly trying to suppress the manuscript. That's why he couldn't tell me his name. Apparently talking about it at all was very dangerous for him. Did he say why most church officials were fighting against it? Yes, because it challenges the completeness of their religion. How? I don't know exactly. He didn't discuss it much. But apparently the other insights extend some of the church's traditional ideas in a way that alarms the church elders, who think things are fine the way they are. I see. The priest did say, Charlene went on, that he doesn't think the manuscript undermines any of the church's principles. If anything, it clarifies exactly what is meant by these spiritual truths. He felt strongly that the church leaders would see this fact if they would try to see life as a mystery again, and then proceed through the other insights. Did he tell you how many insights there were? No, but he did mention the second insight. He told me it is a more correct interpretation of recent history, one that further clarifies the transformation. Did he elaborate on that? No, he didn't have time. He said he had to leave to take care of some business. We agreed to meet back at his house that afternoon, but when I arrived, he wasn't there. I waited 3 hours, and he still didn't show up. Finally, I had to leave to catch my flight home. You mean you weren't able to talk with him anymore? That's right. I never saw him again. And you never received any confirmation about the manuscript from the government? None. And how long ago did this take place? About a month and a half. For several minutes, we ate in silence. Finally, Charlene looked up and asked, "So what do you think?" "I don't know," I said. "Part of me remains skeptical of the idea that human beings could really change. But another part of me was amazed to think that a manuscript which spoke in these terms might actually exist." "Did he show you a copy or anything?" I asked. "No. All I have are my notes." Again, we were silent. "You know," she said, "I had thought you would be really excited by these ideas." I looked at her. "I guess I need some proof that what this manuscript says is true." She smiled broadly again. "What?" I asked. "That's exactly what I said too." "To whom, the priest?" "Yes." "What did he say?" "He said that experience is the evidence." Ooh. Experience is the evidence. What did he mean by that? He meant that our experience validates what the manuscript says. When we truly reflect on how we feel inside, on how our lives are proceeding at this point in history, we can see that the ideas in the manuscript make sense, that they ring true. She hesitated. "Does it make sense to you?" I thought for a moment. "Does it make sense? Is everyone as restless as me? And if so, does our restlessness result from the simple insight, the simple awareness built up for 30 years, that there is really more to life than we know, more than we can experience?" "I'm not sure," I finally said. "I guess I need some time to think about it." And I'll stop right there. I'm telling you guys, this book was one that really got me going on my spiritual journey back. I can't even remember when I got this book, probably in the early 2000s. Yeah. And it has, it really makes you go, with the stuff that is shared. So, hello, Val. Hi, beautiful angel. So, we'll continue tomorrow. The Celestine Prophecy, guys. It is a good one. And I have the whole series, so we're good to go for books for a while. I do need to get Earth Book because we are doing that one also. That's a little bit more technical in our more mission thing. Yes. Always divine time. Wow, Brandy, you have the book and you haven't read it yet. There are no coincidences, girl. Hello, sunshine. Hi, beautiful. All right, guys, here is our snaps. And this is our butterfly, and everybody's on here, and we all work together to create our new earth, to empower ourselves and each other. Yes. Bobby Rocks did this for us. We are the Sophia Dragon tribe, climbing Jacob's ladder, becoming the butterflies, building a new world, and going from the 2-strand to the 12-strand and beyond in our DNA. This is also our room, and Steffi did this for us, reminding us that we're always watched over, guided, and protected. Galactics, dragons, archangels. We're always, never alone. Never alone, always protected. We are the rainbow butterflies of the Hopi prophecy, here to raise the frequency of this planet. And this is also who we are, according to Forest Fairy. This is the dragon energy, the priest, the pan, the joker, the mother goose, the XOXO, the magic, the hummingbird, the white rabbit, And we are the unicorns. This is the song of the 144,000, because as we are ourselves building this new world with our imagination, there are people that don't want us doing this. So we are protected. So we thank you, Mother Father, that you have revealed to us your protective universal light. That within this light is complete protection from all destructive forces. That the Holy Spirit of your presence permeates us in this light, and wherever we will the light to descend. And we thank you, Mother Father, that you fill us with your protective fires of love, that within this love is complete protection from all destructive thoughts and feelings, that the consciousness of Christ is lifted up in us in this love, and wherever we will the love to be inflamed. Thank you for those beautiful lights. It was at Barbara 333. Thank you, darling. Here is our lucky hug for the day. We all need a lucky hug for all of you, empowering yourself, creating, and bringing in the golden age. We thank you, Mother Father, that you are in us and we are in you, and that through us your will is sent forth on wings of power. That your purpose is accomplished on earth as it is in heaven, and that through us your light and love and power is manifest to all the sons and daughters of mankind. Because we are the love, we are the light, we are the truth, we are. And divine love is working through us here and now to create the new earth. Do you know, as you speak those words, I am creating the new earth for my highest good, it is being done? Yes, because when we speak, we manifest. Here is our healing chain, and all these people and places have asked us to connect our energy with theirs so that they can heal themselves. Hi, Mama Yaya. Hi, beautiful. So however you do that, with light language, with Reiki, with crystal healing, or with prayer. I'm going to call in Archangel Raphael and have him connect his energy to all these beautiful people. And we are going to send them love, light, and healing energy now. Miasatosh koros priyata makorosiata. Miasatosh koros priyata makorosiata. Miasatosh koros priyata makorosiata. Just my imagination ran away with me playing. That's funny. All right, guys, thank you. My goodness. Spirit always knows what songs we need to listen to, right? Just my imagination. Right? All right. Now we get down to the nitty gritty. What's going on with the Earth book? Yes, the last time, Friday, we were talking about sex, I think. Or sexuality. Sexuality. I don't know what we're going to learn about today, but let's see. This is from Earth Palladian Keys to the Living Library. Because we all hold the keys inside of us. And it comes from all different places. We're almost done with this book. So, see where... Orgasms and the power of the sacred. Yes, absolutely. You inherit the blueprint of every person with whom you have sex. So you not only have your stuff to deal with, but theirs as well. When your body comes together with another's, your chakras are stirred and your Kundalini is moved. If your Kundalini is only moved in your lower two chakras and is not a full body infusion, you can have hooks in the other person's auric field and they can have hooks in yours. There is another book, The Sorcerer's something or other. Forest Fairy talks about it a lot. That also talks about this. Because, yeah, The Sorcerer's Crossing, that's it. Yes. This also talks about this. This is why it is important to be very selective about who you are going to have sex with. Make sure if you are going to go for it, that you have some kind of bond and commitment, and that you plan on working things out, because this day of accelerated time and sped up energy, you can take everything on from someone else. We advise you to clear all old attachments from your body. See your body cleansed and blessed, and all sexual energy from previous attachments released. Yes, if you haven't done a sexual clearing yet, I'm being told, yes, we should do that. All it takes is words, guys. Right? I cut all cords that have attached to me through any sexual encounters I may have had in the past, and release them for the highest good of all. Yes. Do whatever you can to lovingly release former sexual relationships with a hold on your life. Stop talking about the past and energizing old partners. Let that stuff go. If you keep talking about people that you were involved with years ago, you keep energizing their thought forms in your auric field, especially if you've had a sexual connection with them. This prevents you from experiencing a new now. This is similar to possession in that you put out a magnet or doormat for these people's energy, even if you have not been in contact for 20 years. Every time you speak their name, you give them energy. See how that works? You cycle through their energy. They may not even be anything like what you remember, but you recreate your experience with them. These are very tricky times. 20 years ago, things were nostalgic. You rode around with your radio on, Sunday afternoons, cruising down the strip, Coca-Colas, getting drunk, going to the beach, hanging out. Life was just one fast lane, one great party. Things have changed. You had the leisure then to daydream and fantasize. There was a huge gap of time between when you thought of something and when you eventually got it. Right? Think about that. How much faster do you manifest today than you used to manifest? It took eons to get what you wanted to manifest. Now that is not so. Now, whenever you think of something, you bump into it. When you cross the room, it comes to you that quickly. I could prove this. Have you ever thought about something? Just thought, not even said the words, just thoughts. And then all of a sudden, your Facebook feed, your TikTok feed, everything around you, you talk to people and they bring up the subject. That is how fast your thoughts are manifesting now. It happens to me all the time. All the time. And think about how powerful that is. Now, before we were enlightened, yes, we'd have the thoughts, but they wouldn't come out like they do now. Right? 24/7. Exactly. It's the norm now. It's the norm now. You just have to think about it. My Name is Human is playing. So now that is not so. It does not no longer take days, weeks, months, years. It does no longer take that time to manifest. Now, whenever you think of something, you bumped into it when you cross the room. It comes to you that quickly. Be selective. Be in respect of this time capsule you are in. There is a collapse of time and a shift in the way everyone is going to view reality. When you use a Kleenex, you pick it up, blow your nose, and you throw it away. People are not like that. The process is not that smooth and that quick. Whenever you have a sexual relationship with a person, you are bonded to that person. When two bodies come together, even for a one-night stand, you take on a merging of each other's auric fields. We didn't realize this when we were younger. We didn't know this. We take on other people's energy. Back then it was, what is that? Right? You take on a merging of each other's auric fields. Perhaps until now you did not understand this. Sex is wonderful. It is absolutely one of the most glorious gifts that you have as a human being to discover your identity. However, you must learn to use it. No one has educated you on the ramifications of the energy link that comes from having sex with people. You may want to do a number of ceremonies or rituals with the intention of releasing people's energy from your field. Smudging is a very good ritual to clear your energy field. Churches all use it. Many institutions use incense or smoke of some kind to clear energy. Smoke is multidimensional. When you smudge, it is an indication you are taking a step to cleanse, clear, and release the energy so that there are no attachments. You may want to smudge your body and smudge your home. When you are disengaging from people, you need to invest energy in this process in the same way that you invested energy to come together. You can't do the Kleenex routine and toss them away. There must be an ending. How do you do this, especially if the people are being uncooperative? You work with people's energy on the etheric level. With love, you bless them, release them, and ask them to move out of your field, giving thanks for the lessons that you shared together. It is more intense these days to have sex, in case you haven't noticed. And if you are not having sex, it is probably an appropriate stage of your development. However, if you have not had sex for a long, long time, we would say, what are you hiding from? And what beliefs do you have about yourself that you believe you do not qualify to have sex anymore? The orgasmic experience sends energies of healing and rejuvenation into your body. Many times it can cause an intense emotional release, and you are flooded with feelings. The endocrine system releases all kinds of hormones and chemical substances into your body. Some of these substances are meant to be disseminated, while some are meant to be held in your body. When they are held in your body absorbs them and comes into a higher order. You become more autonomous, more all-knowing. When the life force is consciously directed outward in the form of semen, it is used to impregnate. Just as women have been sold the idea that they cannot prevent pregnancy if they do not wish to have children. Men have been sold the idea that the ejaculation process is the only way to have an orgasm. It is a process that can be held with the fluids distributed into the body. It is a higher form of sexuality that has been practiced in the East for eons. If men ejaculate every time they reach orgasm, they lose their life force in one version of reality. If you are a man, when you have sex, you can learn to retain the sperm and not ejaculate. There are certain techniques to do this. Pressing on the perineum, the small area between, you know where that is, holds the life force inside the body, and the orgasm changes. Humans have been tricked into having genital orgasms, which are localized experiences rather than full-body cosmic experiences. If you think about how many bodies you are, You will realize that you can experience orgasm in all of these bodies. So as you reconsider and redefine how you are pleasured, you begin to experience different ways of receiving pleasure, and you move out of the locality of the genital area. Yes. Sperm is a catalytic force of existence, and every time a man releases sperm, he is, to some extent, depleting his body. In the ideal, a man will ejaculate by choice when there is a need for procreation or the desire for the experience. You have been given ideas that keep you in a very low vibrational state that is degenerating rather than rejuvenating. First, you were infused with the idea that sex is bad. Then, institutions were created to forgive you for doing these bad things. You have this duality flipped backward and forward. Many men and women, especially in the Western world, do not understand how deeply infused they are with the idea that sex is bad. This is such an overlay of all of their behavior, and that they rush through the sexual experience. Because if they are doing something bad, they don't want to get caught. There is a balance where you find the right place. You have no guilt or shame after you have come out of the sexual event. That is why we say it is essential to have a deep bonding of love with your partner. The love that you have with your partner prevents, in general, the shame and the guilt. Without love, there is often too much shame and guilt, and the emotional destruction can be great. There are so many things to explore in the genital area of the male and female. The orifices that you have as openings have different spots or acupuncture points that can be triggered. These have very little to do with genital penetration. There is also tremendous excitement that can come from looking into each other's eyes, exchanging the strands of DNA. This is the heart connection into the eyes of the soul, the heart of the soul. Of course, you can close your eyes, however, a tremendous amount of eye contact changes the experience. You may also wish to work with your chakras, touching especially each other's heart chakras. Put your hand on the heart chakra of your partner and keep your hearts open. As you stimulate with your eyes and use the chakras and activate the acupressure points in the genital area, these places come alive. As you touch these places, there is a chemical response that hooks you into an orgasm that moves outward into your many bodies. This allows you to climb the ladder to higher knowledge and come into your divinity. It also involves allowing yourselves to explore each other's bodies, to be completely free with the shape and expression of your bodies. This is the next avenue. Explore who you are. Make an intention of what you are after, and make your time of expressing your sexuality a time of joy. Sex is not about performance. It is about the most intimate bonding and sharing that can possibly be. It is not just about, yeah, you were great. It is about intimacy, about fusing with another as you maintain your own sovereignty. It is about being supported and supporting, because it is going to be essential as you maintain your own sovereignty and rediscover what pleasure and joy are. Your body will begin to remember. Perhaps you can change your focus during intercourse to not reach climax immediately. Have fun and build to the point just before climax. Then hold that frequency, subside to a point, and build it again and again. Take some time with it. When you honor the process, spend hours doing so, because this creates a deep intimacy and the experience will last you much longer. The rejuvenation or regeneration of the life force occurs when there are hours and hours of intimacy with your eyes open and you learning to get your body to do what you want it to do. An orgasm is not a local event. There are people who can have their ears tickled and have orgasms. There are people who can have their wrists tickled and have orgasms. You can have orgasms when you dream. You can have orgasms when you are out of your body. The orgasm is misunderstood. You think it is a local event of the genital area. It is not. It is a cosmic event that has been interpreted to be localized so that you would miss the point. It is an ongoing pulsation of godhood and goddesshood, of pleasure and of connecting to the pulse of existence. So it can occur anywhere. If you were really tuned into your sexuality, taking a bite of a delicious food could send an orgasm through you if you were that free. It is the height of appreciating the divinity in all things. Okay, we're going to stop right there. I mean, it is what it is. And I think it said everything that needed to be said about orgasm and about sexuality. You must be very in tune with your body and make sure who you're with is in tune to theirs also. Yes, it can be fabulous for sure. All right, guys, that is class for the day. If there's anyone that would like to come up and share, you guys are all welcome to come up and share. It is share time. And I'm going to get us ready for toning. Right, Bobby rocks. Like an engine fine-tuned and have the best mechanic. Yeah, right. There it is. Okay. Would anyone like to come up? Not the breath. You need a mechanic, been so long. Sorry, no, sorry. There we go. There's Bobby Rocks.
Hey, my kin.
Hello, Bobby Rocks.
Hello. Hello. So did anybody else change into a higher light being over the weekend? And realize something changed?
Something happened, but yeah.
And it wasn't like something that hit you in the face. It was something that you just kind of smelled and then went by as you walked by. Like, what was that?
Well, we were in total whiteout all weekend.
Oh, really?
The Schumann was in total whiteout, yeah.
Whoa, no shit.
Yep.
No shit.
Yep.
Okay, because the funny thing is I had a fucking tooth crack. Now, I'm not saying I have the best oral health yet, but I had a motherfucking tooth crack last night. And I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute. I know, this is something, but like, I didn't even know it was cracked. It has a filling in it. And I'm like, the only thing that I kept getting is that the vibration is so high, which makes sense. It was over the weekend. It was so high. Like I've been vibrating so high, everything's vibrating. So I think that actually the vibration that I experienced this weekend cracked my tooth. That's fucking a lot of vibration to crack a crystal in my mouth. And I know it's not the best shape, but it still takes a lot. And so that makes sense. Man.
Yeah, now we're in blackout. We went from total whiteout to going into blackout now.
Yeah.
Integrating, right?
Well, we went through, okay. In terms of numbers, the numbers are just off the freaking charts this month. Because we're in a 10 month, That's the beginning and the ending. It's when the serpent or the dragon eats its tail. That's the month we're in, independent of any day. And then we're in a serpent year. So you're in a serpent year in a month of really ending. I mean, or new beginnings, I should say. You know what I'm saying? That's the 10. Sister Force Fairy talks about you get into the 11, which is the towers, right? The tower moments, the crossroads, the shedding of things that don't, align with your highest purpose, your best reality. And then you go back into the 10. And see, I think that 10 is the sweet spot. It's the one, it's our connection to our highest self, your monad. I recently learned that the aeons, AEONS. I know I assume everybody's heard of this by now, but and I've heard about it, and I've learned a little bit about it in the last couple of months. I've watched some more videos. I'm like, very interesting, but I didn't get it until last week. Maybe it was this weekend. I don't know. Time's an illusion, but. What I realized, and it made so much sense, Opal. Oh my gosh, it made so much sense. I love it when things come out simple. So you have, remember the 13's the number, so it's the 12 kin surrounded by the 1 in the middle, right? We each take our time to go in the middle. We surround each other with a dirty dozen, okay? That's subjective. But so the aeons, each aeon that was before the before, okay, back was an energy and like a principle. And when things separated from the all, these aeons were created. And they balanced each other beautifully, right? You had the divine masculine side of it and then the divine feminine side of it. But it was a ladder. It wasn't just this is it, right? That would just be the number 2, right? And then 3 became, and then 4 and 5 and 6. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you have a whole ladder. And this is you. It's not. I simply have gone through it, and it's been given to me to understand so I can express that to how it's going for everybody else in a way. This might help some people, it may not. It doesn't matter. But if you have a curiosity or something, you're like, I would like to learn a little bit more, I recommend that you do that. But it's a balanced, divine, feminine, masculine energy all the way up the rung of the ladder. There are 12 steps. When you put your right foot forward into right hand intention, right hand thinking, honestly, surrender is in the middle of that. Then right hand thoughts and right hand actions, you become the 13th aeon. You have balanced all of your aeons. You've gone through every single one, whether you knew it or not. You can call it a test, you can call it experiences, you can call it understandings, you can call it a coincidence if you want to. Just don't do that around me. And you rise, and you rise. And and it doesn't mean that your ladder is exactly like my ladder. Maybe I had to go through Aeon 3, 7, 11, 1, 2, 12. You know what I'm saying? So don't expect your ladder to look like the fucking guy next door's ladder. That would be ridiculous. I mean, you're not the same as anyone else. Why would your fucking ladder? Maybe your ladder is fucking rainbow. Maybe your ladder's pink. Maybe your ladder has 6 rungs and you got to push it up and then it's a 12. I mean, whatever it is. But you carry that ladder around with you. And when the moment in the divine timing is correct and you're in that place, you're ready to level up, okay? You step up to your next aeon. Once you have completed your 12 divine balanced aeons, you become the Neo in the middle. You are the light. And you have a whole kinship, a dirty dozen, that supports you. Maybe they're dragons. Maybe they're fae. Maybe they're ascendant masters. Maybe they're archangels. Maybe it's me and you, and we simply, in a quantum state, do this for each other because we're all quantumly entangled to at least a minor degree. Some of you are really fucking quantumly entangled. I do my best to stay in a sweet spot with everybody, except for Peachy, because I'm completely quantumly entangled with her by choice. So, but anyway, that's the best way I can explain it. And when you start hitting 13s, and you're seeing 13s all over the place, that's God's message to you, is consider you're walking into or you're at now the 13. So watch the numbers. You're either going to be getting 11s, which is towers, which is crossroads, which might mean there's something else in your life that needs to shed, because we all been shedding. I'm so protective of my energy now, I don't really have to shed unless you get into my biofield and convince me that you're of light. Otherwise, like, you cannot even fucking be within probably about 20 feet of my energy now. You can't. And if you come in, I'm immediately focused on you and I'm reading everything about you. And then I decide whether or not I'll even interact with you. And sometimes I just stand up and walk away or move back 10 feet. That way puts them outside of my energy field again. But they won't come close anymore. I think I scare people. And I like it. It happens when you're the boogie master and you graduated from the University of Boogie Mana. And I graduated. I believe all of us are graduating from our specialty schools. Y'all learn in advance. This has all been advanced training. Look at yourself as a PH motherfucking divine D. I'm a man, so I'm going to say divine dick, okay, of whatever you're supposed to do for the highest good. So I like being a divine dick, a sacred disruptor, a number 3. I'll be the 98, the 181, the 333. And honestly, I'll go down underground and get the 666, bind it with the 99 and have a good time. That's me. And I'm cool with it. If you look at my videos, you'll see I already called out the Illuminati, the FBI. I've already named a Nebraska senator and linked him to the fucking, the shitty shit that fucking God's been showing me. And I bound Yaldabaoth underground. He's waiting for me to unbind him, but he has no idea what God has planned for him. And it's coming, and you can't fucking stop it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. So we'll see. This is going to be a real interesting week. Because I already fucking told them all, my next video, I'm exposing fucking everything. And I'm going to paint you a picture that you cannot fucking see. But you're going to see it. Here it comes. 113. All right. I might be the Antichrist. Just saying, in my movie. It's beautiful. I love it. And I love being the boogie master. If you ever want to see me dancing, I get in lives at night. You can feel my energy anytime. So, anyway, that's all I got. Next.
What's up, BX? She must be busy. Did anyone else want to come up? Anyone else going to be doing toning with us?
I'm sorry, y'all. I had a quick phone call. Hold on. Let me come up and say hello real quick. I don't want to be rude. I apologize. I got a phone call. Look where I am. Well, you can't tell where I am. I'll show you one thing and you'll know where I am.
Christina. Hi, beautiful.
See where I am? You recognize that ceiling, right?
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
I'm back where it all started. Mm-hmm. I'm at 0 point. Literally, figuratively, spiritually, all of it. And I'm really grateful. I just want to tell you guys. The whole structure fell away, but I'm the one that manifested the structure to fall away. Like, you're a step ahead of yourself, but you're also not aware of it. So just know that. When we say step with discernment and step with intention, and we've been saying all these things out loud to ourselves, it's called the remembering. We were just remembering it out loud. Just keep going.
Oh, thank you,
Keep
child of
going.
God. That was sweet of you.
I love you guys. Just keep going. I'm going to keep going. Just one tiny step in front of the next. I'm not trying to jump no damn cliffs. No, you don't have to. I don't have to. So it is a great
Are you
awakening.
gonna start painting again?
I am going to do way more than that, sister.
I cannot
I
wait to
am
hear
going
about it.
to untap my full angelic potential because guess what? Guess what? All the stuff we're reading, it's not in the future.
It's now.
We're doing it right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is angels versus demons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All those things, those people, those situations, those drugs, those drinks, those are demons. You're the angel. Your whole path. That's what you've been doing. Slaying demons. And you just didn't understand that you were literally an angel put here to find heaven on earth. That part. Everything all at once. Everything all at once. Yeah. I mean, Grandma. I mean, Nana. I see you. I see this whole thing now. There's going to be people coming online with gifts, and I know what mine is now. Some of us can see through the structure when it collapses. And it's so beautiful. Just keep going. Keep going. Ooh. Through your toughest shit. And guess what? If it ain't tough, then you ain't going through it. And do not deny Christ and do not deny yourself. Or Sophia, Christ Sophia. I'll say it correctly because they want it said correctly. Say it right. Say it right if you're going to say it. I'm not here to say any programming or indoctrination or anything. I'm here to tell you what I just walked through. I just went through 3 levels of hell the past 3 years in a row on all levels that were meant to chop my head off. Hence why I have a number on the back of my neck and he had the sword with it on it. This is not a joke. And unless I'm in a coma or dead and I'm just working through my stuff, which could be a thing. I've already wrapped my head around that. 14 in here. Might be because my mom's 14. So who knows? But I'll tell you right now, we were right the whole time. And Opal's been trying to say it, but you have free will.
Absolutely.
You're angels. And those are demons. And they look like people and they look like situations and they look like drugs and they look like decisions. No, they're not. This is just you here. Whether you like it or not, even your kids, all this is your projection. This is your consciousness. This is you. This is about your soul. No pressure. No pressure. For real, though. No fear, no pressure. Walk through it with no fear. And it's going to want to scare you. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this entire freaking thing is to harness your fear. You're scared. You're unstable. That is their only, that's it. That's all they got. So if you turn your frequency the fuck up and you keep it there during some shit, you're going to come online like I just did. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. You got to go through that. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm going to be the angel that tells you. You got to go through hell to get to heaven.
I'm pretty sure everybody's pretty fucking clear about that one, sister. I mean, I don't think
everyone's clear one last time.
I don't think anybody in here's jaws dropped on the floor.
Okay.
You know,
I just want to make sure.
If you
someone new listening,
graduate through demonology called Earth School, I mean, you wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying?
But Bobby, it's been so real to me on a different level, on a spiritual level that like divinity has like ripped through the veil And I'm just so grateful to be standing here, like, conscious of what's going on. So anyway, I just want to give gratitude. That's really it. That's all I want to do anymore is just give gratitude. That's all I seem to want to do.
I'm pretty sure your gratitude has been accepted on all different levels and dimensions. So, I mean,
Right, sunshine. That makes sense.
I love you guys.
did you ever get my my fabric softener story? Did you ever think about that afterwards, or did that just kind of blow away?
I've actually can't stop thinking about it because I have several parallels that it's.
Well, if you would like to
my
call me on
consciousness.
one-on-one, and I will discuss to you what the fabric softener story really meant, I will, and I'll tell you the truth, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Okay. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
that's up to you. It ain't going to be something you want to hear, though. I hate to tell you.
No, I think I already
if you wanna change
you
fabric
already
softeners,
told
just
me
quit
though
using
because
fabric
it is
softener altogether.
you already
You
told
can
me
call
though because it is done and so it is. So I already know that I just have to
Okay.
put one foot in front of the other right now. The details don't even matter at this point because I'm on. You want to talk about Celestine Prophecy? I accept. For my highest good on my highest timeline with no harmful intentions. And so it is. And so it is. Abundance is my birthright. I walk into this with no fear, surrounded by archangels, surrounded by my spirit team, ascended masters, all of you, all the beautiful frequencies in the universe that are literally just, yeah, my wings. I got wings. My wings are here. And I'm not about to tuck them away again in a motorcycle jacket or any of the things. Not about to cover my crown and do backward ley line work. Not to do any of that anymore. I just got to be me because I am. I am. We are. Know that. Don't doubt it. No doubt, no fear. That's the recipe for success. And it's going to be tested. I promise. So just be brave. Because if you step up to be a spiritual warrior, you're going to go through boot camp, right, Anubis? That's right. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. I love you guys. I'm just grateful. That's it. I just sit here in gratitude for everything of this entire journey. Wow. Just wow. I'm going to the promised land. I manifested this. And it's all happening. And all I have to do is believe. Things are going to fall away and structures are going to fall away. And it's going to try to shake your human. Okay? Eek, that part is hard. I just cried like I was crying for the universe. I was, though. Because you are the universe. That part. Please stop thinking so small. Oh my God. Expand. God body. You're it. You're the one. Now go wrap your head around that for the rest of the day. I'm talking to me, but I'm talking to you. Because you are me and I am you. And we are all one consciousness. Good, bad, and the ugly. And that's why the good have to step the fuck up. Okay? Because we know the bad. And we know the ugly. And we also know how to combat it. We know the antidote. We know the alchemy. I can't wait, Christina. Oh, I feel a witchy bonfire coming on. Maybe we'll have a little collective. Anybody who's in the area. You know, I live in the now. I live in the now. So I don't really plan anything other than, hey, I'm passing through. Cool. Hit me up 48 hours before or 24 or 12. I don't care. Hit me up 5 minutes before. I'll do my best. Love you. Thanks, Tammy. I'm glad to be Christine again. Because I've been going through portals that were necessary to get to where I am right now. That's all I've been doing. That's all you're doing. Just keep walking through them. No fear, no doubt. And miraculous healing. Believe in miracles. And do not deny them when you see them. God has one problem. Don't deny him. Don't act like you got this whole shit in like there isn't divinity wrapped up in your DNA. Because then you just deny the entire reason you're here. You are the miracle. The sacred breath. I've been doing this breath. It's from ancient Egypt. It's from the Thoth dynasty, and it activates like all this ancient Akash in your consciousness. You just breathe out and you do like HU, but hard. And I started doing it like, well, when I held that Meldovite a few weeks ago. There's no coincidences. Just keep coming, everyone. That's all I want to say. It gets too complicated. Just keep it simple. You really have to. Take it from me. Take it from me. What's up, Taz?
Hey, Taz.
Taz has a frequency for a name. I love it. We all do. Christina.
Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I was listening to class because I had to get some assignments in because they're all due today, and I put 6 hours in yesterday. I'm like, but I enjoyed every moment of it, and I learned so much. And but you know, it's uncomfortable, it's not familiar, it's putting me on a timeline, and it drives me crazy, but I love it at the same time. And the only thing that I don't like is when I have to take these freaking quizzes that are timed on the computer. Do you remember playing that game, Sorry?
Yes.
Oh, not Sorry, Perfection. Perfection.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, and you start getting anxious when you know that the clock is closed and everything's gonna pop.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I am when I take these fucking quizzes.
Oh, I hate them. I know.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, I knew the last answer. I couldn't finish it. But I love what Christine, I am so freaking proud of you, and I'm so excited because I know I'm gonna see you in November.
Her name is Lala, but that's my daughter's name. She named her dog after herself. You gotta love this projection. But she has not shut up the entire time you're talking, Christina. I'm like, what the heck, Lala?
I love the puppies.
I'm so sorry.
I love the puppies.
She knows you, apparently. I call her Anubis because, I mean, hello, that's freaking Anubis. But her name is Lala, which means happy in Greek or be quiet. I'm sorry. But I love you, and I felt your frequency, but because I could hear your voice but not discern the exact words. But I love you.
I love you so much.
And thank you so much for reaching out to me. It meant so much yesterday, like so much. And yeah, I'm just taking it one day, one step at a time, just literally going with the flow. Like literally just completely surrendered. Like not even, like I got to do things, but I'm not fucking worried about them.
Nope.
Going through things, but I'm not worried about the outcome because it is done. This is it, you guys. These are the scales.
I always loved
the scales of justice, the feather, all that is right now. Right, Anubis?
Yeah, I love this saying, if God is for you, there's nothing that can be against you. Just remember that. And if you are walking with your right foot forward and being pure of love and doing everything that you can do in service and love and kindness and joy and peace, it's a successful, beautiful life. Like I have come to the conclusion.
One individual was trying to do all that, but I was thinking too small is what.
And the thing is when you were surrounded with that much katare, it's hard to like always want to like, it's hard to like, it's hard, but you know, for whatever it's worth,
it was
you
just
raised
a portal.
his vibe.
I see
you raised his vibe.
Right.
You raised
and
his
it was
vibe.
just a portal. I'm not even gonna, I wish everyone just love and light, and I wish everyone the life they deserve. And I mean that in love and light with no harm intended. But like that is really what you're going to have. So, I mean, I'll just keep it real with you. That's what you're going to have. You're going to have the life that you deserve. You're going to have the experience that you project into what you want.
Exactly. And if
Period.
nothing changes, guess what?
Guess what? The
Nothing
universe is going to
changes.
correct
Nothing
you.
changes.
And I set big intentions. I mean, I was a Moldavite girly, okay? I was popping shit on my porch with Moldavite in my hand, like, show me the money. You know what I mean? Like, and then I opened my hand, the Moldavite was gone. And less than 24 hours later, October 1st, my entire timeline, everything falls disintegrated in front of me. But I did not falter this time. I did not run and hide. I did not mask it. I did not numb it. I looked the beast right in the eyes. I danced with the devil and he couldn't keep up.
Well, it's because you're not meant to.
No, but I'm just saying
so
that's the way it goes.
Saturday?
That's the way it goes. We do step on his toes if you live in your story, right?
Yeah, well, but that's a moot point because you don't live there anymore, and so
no. But I'm just saying, I need people to understand. Like, this is about your soul.
Oh,
this is like, this seems like a little paradigm. I'm trying to like be like the Bible and tell you a story. You gotta have the right dance moves. You gotta have the right music, aka frequencies, tools, spiritual, all your archangels, your collective, because you're gonna have these dance sessions. We'll call them portals. Experiences, especially if you're not setting things for your highest timeline, which I wasn't in the beginning, but now I am, and that's why everything has aligned.
Yeah, and everything reveals itself. Everything comes into the light, always, no matter what. Always. And so, and I always go back to, like, you know, where you're at is where I was 4 years ago, or almost 4.5 years ago, when, you know, the person that I was with for 18 years all of a sudden was like, yeah, I'm done. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. And then, you know, my cousin sent me this thing that said, shortly thereafter, because God, those who reject you, God is protecting you from. Whatever that version is, the divine spirit of the universe, everything aligns for us in our highest good. And I needed help.
And I also called in alignment. So all these things I spoke out.
So am I.
I'm showing you it's living proof. You speak it and you mean it, and your head and your heart coincide, and you ask for help from the divine, and you believe. Believing is seeing.
That's right. That's right. It's not seeing is believing. It's believing is seeing. It's believing and is seeing. And it's so funny how, you know, in these 4 years, I literally had to unbecome everything that I was before to become what I am today. And I'm still growing. And I still don't know where the outcome is going to lead. But you know what? I don't care. I just keep moving forward. I just keep moving forward.
Everybody. I've seen some things during this experience that
so I took my very first Tai Chi class on Saturday. Oh my God, it was so fun.
I'm gonna do Tai Chi. Thank you, Spirit, for telling. That was confirmation, because I was just asking what to do with my vessel. And that was one of the things I thought of. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Christina.
And you know, it's because I have, you know.
That's Reiki with your whole body, everyone.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I slept so good after that. I was like, oh my goodness.
We're going to unblock some chakras.
It was just, and it's all about energy. And this, you know, this guy that taking the class. Bobby. He said, like, he gets it. He's wide awake. I met him in my fellowship, and he's a chiropractor. He's a doctor of chiropractic medicine. He's so fucking wide awake. It's not even funny. And so it's so nice to be able to speak freely with some of these people. And so he taught the class, and in his, wherever he, you know, in his office area and stuff like that. And I was like, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. This is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. This is exactly how I'm meant to be doing it, because I want to continue to learn how to harness that energy in movement, not only by you know, yoga and all of the things that I used to do, pranayamic breathing. I want to learn a different modality and implement it into everything that I do.
All energy work. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all energy work.
Look at my shirt, Christina.
Pizza.
I am having my tower moment, everyone, and I'm leaning into it, and I'm even wearing a shirt to rep it. Okay. Lean in, baby.
Yeah. But So it's like, yeah, I just added something brand new into my brand new life because, you know, why not?
Why not? It's not even brand new. You're just remembering. You're going backwards, actually. You just think
Yeah,
you're going
Kuan
forward.
Yin had made herself present.
You're all going backwards to go forward. You get
Yeah.
it? We have to. You have
Into
to
that
go
ancient.
all the way back to the Akash, all the way back to the origin, all the way back to the divine spark.
I love it.
Back, and then you can move forward again without programming and without a veil and without a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really see it.
We got this. And, you know, I am a loyal friend. And so, you know, I will always be here.
Woo! You feel that?
Yeah.
Y'all feel that?
Ah.
Ooh. Wow. You're coming online, everybody. Don't doubt it. You know, they want you to watch all these movies and shit. So you're like, oh, that's just fantasy.
Well, and I think, you know, a lot of people want us to seek outside of ourselves too.
I'm done seeking outside of myself.
I don't need to do that anymore.
Here.
Exactly. You know, they want us to rely on something else, their philosophy, their training, their this, their that. I'm like,
me and the blue flame.
What I hear is
we were putting our hands together.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I'm not going to tell you. Do it for yourself. Go find other people that are on your same frequency and close your eyes and put your palms together like you're holding up a wall and tell me what you feel. Get back to me.
I already
You're
know.
going to feel yourself going through the plasma of the matrix. You're going to feel yourself sliding through because you are a projection of me and I am a projection of you. And because we figured that out, we can just go right through the plasma. They're probably men in black are going to come for me. I love you guys.
They're coming for Bobby. He poked the bear.
Oh, you want to see the Men in Black? I can show you the Men in Black. They're part of the cosmic bridge in front of our window. Oh, wait a minute.
I am the Men in Black. This is my projection. Get the hell out of my yard.
Well, let's just say that I was building my art project, my second layer of art project. It's like the spiritual bridge to heaven, but a lot of rocks and stones and a little wood, and Big Bird's there, and the Men in Black.
I love Big Bird.
So I sealed them with my blood. It was so funny because I'm like talking to spirit. We're having this conversation. We're building this thing. It was so fucking beautiful. And I'm like, ha. What are you gonna cut me and make me fucking put my blood on them? I shit you not, like 20 seconds later, I shit you not. I was pulling this thing out and I fucking cut my finger.
Look, no, my left thumb yesterday, and then my daughter cut her thumb right afterwards, and I was bleeding. And you know what I did with my blood? I don't know why. I licked it a bunch, and then I put it from my temple back to the back of my crown, and I was like, what the witchy shit did I just do?
Put your own blood on your face and walk out in public.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not going to do that and like rep it really, but I did naturally just like rub my thumb, and I was like, what did I just do? That was weird. I mean, I'm used to licking my own blood. I do that all the time. That's like regular, isn't it? Is it? Okay, just checking, because I do. I don't want anyone else to do it, so I just take it back in.
Yeah.
It's mine. I keep it. Oh, so see the left thumb. It's the cuts on the left hand. It's just the stigmata. It's reminding us we're Christ consciousness. Please don't freak out when you get cuts on your hands. I've been getting them for 3.5 years and nobody believed me. But a priest did. My priest sees me. He knows exactly who I am. I went to mass for the first time in a year the other day, and I sat in the front row. Don't even know where it came from. I sat in the front row, and the deacon was stuttering because he was like he wanted to say my name, and I was sitting in the front row like this, and they were like, "She's back." You know, it's like, I'm here to heal that Magdalene line, baby. You thought I forgot? I didn't forget. I just took a detour. I'm back. I'm good.
We're not going
Are we ready?
I have to get some more tools.
My art project. I love my art projects.
I had to sharpen
They have my blood all over them. So
It's time to do a tonal.
All right, I'm going to get my toning. I'm going to get my... Hold on, let me get my...
Yep.
I want to do it outside because I love letting my voice go out into the atmosphere.
He's in the front. I'm in the back.
I can finally be my weird self again, too, everyone. Yeah.
It kind of sounded like last night, right? I was in the front.
You should have never stopped being your weird self.
Well,
Well,
I had to
That's
get
hard
some more
about you.
tools. Like I just said, I needed tools for my tool belt, apparently. Spirit was like, we need you to learn this bullshit before you step in.
I don't change for anybody today. I'm like, oh, you don't like it? Okay, bye-bye.
I changed
See you
for me.
later.
I just changed for me, baby.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. We should make a t-shirt of that, honey.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we should. Okay. So, I just had a thought too, and I was going to say, do you want to try that? But it's gone. It's all right. It'll come back. There's something
Because we're
else.
supposed to be doing toning.
No,
We're
I
supposed
know.
to hold
I'm
our
talking
breath
about-
in between, maybe breathe, like hold our breath up in between or something, a breath thing in
Hold on,
between.
Let me give me just a second.
Okay. Can you tell that me and Bobby are the same flame?
Uh-huh.
I can.
Yes.
We didn't want us in your classroom together.
Right, Tommy?
I promise
Yeah.
you that in school. I promise you in school you didn't want us in the same building.
Oh, yes, I do. It's going to
It
be
would have
fun.
been
It'd be
so
like,
fun.
you guys
You
can go
learned
over
so
there.
much.
I'll be over here. I'll see ya. Or maybe I'll come for the ride.
The back of the class is where it's at, everybody. Oh my goodness.
Okay. This was even cooler than I think of what I got first. All right. So during today's hums, I'm gonna give it to you today, so you don't have to look at it. Okay? Because I still have to look at it, guys. I mean, I didn't go as far as to memorize this. I wrote it out, so I put it in right order. But so imagine your favorite color today. While we're doing it, okay? And you can get into it when we do our 3 breaths, going in and syncing up our consciousnesses, okay? But think of your favorite color. Now, if your favorite color is all colors, then you can make it rainbow. So what they'd like us to do is take it one more step, and that is, let's open our imagination station, intent, okay, mind, and let's open it together. And we're going to keep it real simple, but very, 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 very powerful. And that is, take your favorite color. Mine's violet. Mine's purple. Okay? So I'm going to choose purple today. You don't have to choose purple. You can choose pink. You can make up a fucking color if you can. Good luck. But you can try and make up a color. Whatever your favorite color. Maybe it's aquamarine. Okay?
Oh, shut up. I was just going to friggin' write aqua blue. Shut up.
I'm not looking at
Just thinking it.
So whatever it is.
You can't.
Whatever it is.
Look at my finger.
Okay?
Look at my finger.
We're gonna place
Aquamarine.
we're gonna place mother and father, okay, in the center. This is that. Well, I mean, whatever you want to do it. You don't have to visualize. All you have to visualize is a ball of light in the center. Take your place wherever you want to on the circle. And as we breathe, and then I will ask you to ignite your it really is lightning. That's what you're producing today. That's what I'm asking. That's what they're asking you to. So from where you stand in your favorite, most powerful monadic color that you resonate, that frequency color, not sound, just color, because you're going to produce the sound. Shoot it into that golden ball of light that sits in the center of the circle that we were all standing in. This circle, okay? Like duck, duck, go. We're all in a circle, all right? But we're going to shoot lightning into that center ball while we tone with our imagination, our mind, our station while we hum. I'm going to give you what it is. So the first one is na. I will say it first to make sure everybody hears it with their eyes closed, and then repeat it with me. That's a little bit different than what we've done. But just like all of the Brahmatones, om, ham, yam, same thing. I say it, and then we produce it by sound, but this time we're going to use our imagination station and we're going to fucking take it. And by the way, this isn't a linear step. There's no such thing as a linear step anymore in your life or my life or in any of our lives. Okay? Is that cool? Mm-hmm. Is there any questions? Is there any questions?
Let's go. Let's go.
Patience is a virtue. You want some?
Go up front and smack me in the head.
Or should I change the station to Ozzy and we'll just all hop on the crazy train right now? Okay.
We'll sing it into the shell. Like...
All right, so reminder, we're going to breathe through our little nosies in our avatars, okay? And then we're going to slowly, this is not a race. This is not a, if you're in a fucking hurry, leave right now.
It's a siren call, yeah? Calling all sirens.
And I challenge you a little bit. Don't necessarily just slow everything down. That's when I need you to turn your imagination station on. Starts with intent, then it goes to the mind as we breathe, and then you open the door, right, with your most powerful frequency in your imagination station. And you're going to shoot that in a golden ball of light in the center of the circle. You will be standing on the outside. All right, 3 breaths in. I'll give you the tone, and then we will repeat it 3 times. I will seal it as I seal it, and then I will give the next tone, and then we'll do it 3 times. So here we go. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slow. I'm going into high vibration, so I got to slow my shit down right here. Okay, here we go. All right. Together. Slow. Feel the slowness. Into the nose. Imagination is on. Low. We're in. Okay. Turn on your color lightning bolt now. See it in front of you. Look at it. Love it. Just sitting there, waiting for you. Now shoot it into the middle golden ball powerfully with your imagination. Shoot it now. Now turn it up. Feels pretty powerful, doesn't it? Now fine tune that. When you feel the feel, no barrier, nothing. It is a pure flow of electrical current, golden ball, sitting right in front of you. Your brothers and sisters around you. Let's tune our power into the golden, which is fully connected to mother and father. All right, here we go. Huna. Push the lightning ball. Some of you forgot. All right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Shoot the electricity into the golden ball. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Push, push, push. Here we go. Mia.
It's frequency.
Tia. Lightning. Ball. Golden. Kia. Lightning. Mua. The next one is Chi-U For those of you that have been here before, we chi, our life force. Ooh, push it out. Push it into the golden ball. As you chi, you're electric. Ooh, you're magnetic into the golden ball. Here we go. Chi. Coo. Key. Don't turn the key. Put the key in the golden ball with your electricity. Key. Now picture you and I all are inside the golden ball now. Sit for a second. Breathe. So beautiful, isn't it? It's shimmering. You see the little metallic flakes. You'll see a little silver in there. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. That's why we're here. Is to help people. Be right here with all of us. A piece, but yet we're just everything. We are the gold. We are the metallic flakes. We are Mother and Father. Your imagination station is your gift. Not to you. but to the world. And the breath was given to you. Put you into the place of pure unconditional love. That's because you are the love. At any time, you can sit in your golden ball of light because you are God's gold. You are Mother Silver. You are. You just are. Notice that nobody has a face or a body. No one's fat, no one's skinny, no one's black, no one's white. Really, no one's silver, no one's gold. We're just there. We've all been given the eyes to see, the ears to hear, and the feelings to feel to just be here. And it's beautiful. And you're all beautiful. The Mother and Father love us so much that our imagination stations just can't get there yet. But we're on our way. I think we're ready to ground our spirit. I felt even those that aren't even here, that are quantumly connected to all of us. But free will's still at hand. You can choose to disconnect this cord at any time. You'll see some more people fall away. You may be shocked, but they chose to fall away.
Cinnamon, what's up, sis? Good.
All right.
I love y'all. I'm gonna go
Love
kick
you.
some ass and take some names. Don't forget who you are. Remember, that's all you have to do.
I guess I am done. I love y'all.
I love you guys. Love you so much.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but I figured we were done. I was gonna ground us out, but did we do that still?
Go.
Go ahead.
Huh? Oh, okay. Well, I thought we were just kind of done because I wasn't going fast. Okay. Hum with an H. Yum. Why?
Yum.
Ram. By the way, demons don't like this one. Just a reminder from your Uncle Bobby. Vom with the V. That is my most challenging one. That is the hardest one for me to get out. All right, bring it back to Mother. Let's go a shout out to Grandmother Anna today for helping Bobby see the light. And I got to meet 3-year-old Bobby finally. and it was with grandmother's help. So I give this lum to grandmother Anna today for loving me this weekend.
Fully aligned.
All right, guys. Woo!
Gratitude, brother.
All right, one last song from the universe from the Rainbow Butterflies.
Now I'm ready to take a nap.
I know, right? My chakras are humming. I'm like, yay. Good. The dogs even
Everything
come.
I do, I do it for you. Mm-hmm. Just
Yes, you do, Tommy. Yes, you do, Tommy.
We all do.
Yeah,
Spirit does for us. God does for us.
Turn it up. I want to dance.
You're the one that commits to this every day, Monday through Friday, sweetheart.
Guess what, Tommy?
What?
The minute the demons left, the other Tommy came back to check on me and make sure I survived. I got my 2 Tommies back, my 2
That's
pillars.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Never
great.
trust anybody whose nickname is Dick. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. Have a great day. Go shine.
Richard Cranium.
Hey, ciao, Bella. Ciao for now.
Ciao for now, baby.
Oh, I gotta show you guys this too. So this was on her shirt, right? Christina's shirt.
No, that she had the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's the Colosseum, but say it, it's still Italy.
Yeah, Italy. But I showed you guys the earrings that I found, right? But what I didn't, I looked at it closer. And look at this one. Do you see it's holding a pitchfork?
I think you have to take
And
a
it
picture
has
of it. I
horns.
can't see that well. I believe. Oh yes, I see it. I see it. I see it.
It's a devil. It's a little devil.
Oh, not as. I was hoping it was like a
earring. Sister, you can. You got my address.
The other one is an angel.
I'll take it.
So it's a devil and an angel.
Oh, wait a minute.
Bobby's birthday's coming up. Might have to get those for him.
Wait a minute. Is there 2 devil earrings and then there's a set of devil earrings and then there's a set of angel earrings?
No, it's one set. They're different. One's a devil and one's an angel.
Oh, I'd fucking wear those all day. Oh yeah, Justice League fucking jewelry, man, right there. Justice League jewelry. Oh yeah.
I don't even know what they're freaking wearing. To be honest, I don't even know. But they were
the devil.
They were in the
yeah.
Oh, you got them. I thought you made them.
No.
Oh,
those were from the house.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
They were from.
What'd you say?
They were from my son's new house.
Get the fuck out of here.
No. I'm not kidding.
That's what was left there? Oh,
yes.
Oh, that's
Are you going to wear them? Are you going to wear them?
I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I don't know.
Well, fucking, if you want to give them to me, I'll trade for them. I'll barter. Because I want those earrings on when I'm dancing, when Lucifer's in the cage with me. I want him to see my earrings.
I mean, it came in an Italy package, so that to me, as soon as I seen that package, I thought of you guys.
Did it have a
letter P on it? Yeah. Did it have a letter P on it? Somewhere?
This is the package.
Well, I'm just saying, is there a letter P on the package, like a name,
This is all. This is the package, Bobby. Orc 21.
Okay, ORC. So 693. That's 693. 21's the blackjack. We hit the blackjack. The 164. That's the 111. That's my marker. Holy shit. 38. That's a one. Holy shit. That's a six. Are you fucking kidding me? A 693 manifestation fucking number, right? Okay. The C is the Christos at the end. The 21 is the blackjack. It's the 2 to 1 and makes the 3. It's the Trinity. That's where you're heading. That's why 3 is such a fucking fantastic number. 164 is 111 and 38 is 11. So it's 693 blackjack 11111. You know, just another day.
We might be manifesting a trip to Italy at some point in the near future.
Yeah.
Or orca. You put the A angel in it, orca, which is the 1.
Orca.
I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Well, dolphins, whales. I haven't heard anybody mention an orca, spiritual animal at all.
Whales. Yeah, orcas are killer whales.
Mm-hmm. But yet people call them killer whales, but yet they're most docile fucking creatures out there. That's the thing. The devil, right? The perception and the illusion, and then the angel, the pure divine, the light in you.
Yeah. Do you
I don't know.
have an opal, Bobby Rocks?
Yes.
I have an opal earring that I've worn usually for months.
And you wear it?
Yeah, he wears it.
No, not anymore. I think it's the bathroom in the closet in there or something. I'm not even sure where it's at.
Well, I'm hearing to trade it for an opal. So if you have an opal, I will trade those for an opal.
All right.
I have fire opals. I have things that I could trade you with. I'll show you my gemstone collection.
That's a trade with me.
Fire opal would be amazing.
Yeah,
I have fire opals.
I'm from the universe. It's probably I got. And that's cool.
All right, Bobby Rocks.
It's not a pair though. I'm not saying it's a single earring.
Oh yeah.
You never find 2 pearls in a client.
I don't know if it's that earring. I just heard trade for an opal. So that's what I'll trade it for.
That's the earring. It's destined for your ear because it's been in this left ear for shit. I probably worn that for over a year over time. So
I don't know.
It was about it after I met you and then got into the sanctuary. I don't even remember, but yeah, pretty fun.
We share everything, Tammy. Even clothes.
Underwear and socks.
Except for underwear. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we'll talk about it, definitely. Hopefully we'll have it there by your birthday. Love you guys. I'm pretty sure they're gold. I'm pretty sure they're gold.
Yeah, we'll talk. It ain't no big deal. It'll happen when it happens. But I'm just saying, I would fucking rock them fucking earrings at the show. For sure. So, all right.
Love you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste. Mwah. My soul knows your soul, and I love you. Mwah.
Love you.
Hugs and kisses.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.